You hear it time and time again, too much of social media or the internet. It's all bad for us, but just how bad? ABC 2 News' Kelly Swoop looks into the emotional damage social media can have on you and your family without you even realizing it.
Chances are you're doing it right now. According to the Digital Future Report, the average American spends nearly 24 hours a week online. That's more than twice the number reported in 2000.
So people went from, on average, being online about 8 hours a week when it was computers at home, to now suddenly having laptops and devices that are always on, are always within reach.
Shannon Wilson Murray is a licensed social worker in Baltimore County. She specializes in addiction and says she started to see the problem 10 years ago when smartphones and social media became popular, and it impacts all ages.
Lots of seniors who are lonely are getting online, trying to seek out connection that way, and they end up getting swindled out of life savings and things.
In 2015, the largest group of internet users were women 55 years and older, with older men only 1% behind them. Internet addiction can affect anyone.
There's this kind of dopamine hit that will occur in people's brains. And so what we see is it becomes problematic for people when they are spending more of their time doing that than keeping a balance in their lives.
Something Monica Mumu from White Marsh is very familiar with.
I can't sleep without my phone being near me. I will always be scrolling on social media for hours. Instead of getting homework done, I'll be on Facebook, and it took a toll in my education. And then it took a toll in my social life because I never wanted to go out with friends.
5 years ago, Monica lost her father, and that's when she says her addiction to the internet started.
It was just isolation from everything. And then I felt like I could be who I wanted to be online, and I didn't have to face the reality of coping with sudden death. My family and friends stopped really inviting me to certain events because they knew I would rather just stay home and be locked up in my room, and it was just I was hurting myself, honestly.
Until she finally realized something had to change.
I had to look within myself. I'm like, I can't run away from my emotions forever. I cannot just block out people. I need to interact with people.
You may not connect with the notion that you or a loved one is hooked on a device during some part of your day. But how do you self-identify as an addict, which only really affects about 10% of the population? Experts say the warning signs include depression, anxiety, disengagement in hobbies, restlessness, and isolation.
If you cannot sit with 2 hours without just being on your phone, you have a problem.
Being addicted to the internet is not recognized as an addiction or disorder in the DSM. That's the tool used by healthcare providers and insurance companies to diagnose and treat mental health conditions. But the hope is that more research can be done so we can get a better understanding of this problem.